Josh Stevens here, head geek at SolarWinds, with my friend and colleague Mav Turner. Mav, tell us about the new user device tracker.
Thanks, Josh. The new user device tracker by SolarWinds is a product that helps you quickly find where devices are connected in your network, as well as getting insight into the capacity analysis of your switches.
That's really cool. So it helps you understand where users are connected on your Ethernet switches instead of having to go in and trace cables or manually look it up through a CLI.
That's correct. You can quickly search for a device rather than having to search through ARP tables and MAC address tables on the switches. Just do a simple search in user device tracker and it'll tell you where it's connected.
You know, there have been many cases where I've needed to know right now where a specific user was plugged in. Maybe they've had a virus or something like that. Or maybe last week I need to know because, for forensic reasons, they caused a problem, and this actually shows you that.
Absolutely. It shows you current data as well as historical. So where a device is connected now and where it's been connected to in the past.
Now, you mentioned capacity planning. I know a lot of people out there struggle with seeing how many ports are available on their switches because nowadays, most of us wire in all the ports in our wiring closets, whether they're in use or not.
Right. It's hard to really gain insight into how many ports you're really using, especially as people move and aren't currently connected. This gives you a good overview over time how many ports you're using on your switches.
Well, it sounds really great. Let's go take a look now at the new SolarWinds user device tracker, and we'll show you how it works.
All right. We're looking at the SolarWinds user device tracker summary page. On this page, we can find out more information about where a device is connected, as well as gather information about network capacity analysis. Let me quickly show you how to find where a device is connected. Simply type in a host name, and user device tracker will tell you where it's connected. You can see the switch and port it's connected to, as well as timestamps for the first seen and last seen. Easy, right? You can also find out what's directly connected to a port by drilling down and selecting that specific port. In this example, I'm selecting gig 329, and I can see that it's configured for VLAN 1, full duplex. There's one IP and one MAC address connected. If I click on it, I can get more information. I can see what's been connected over time. If I go back to the device tracker summary page, I can also drill into a specific node details resource by clicking on the node name. This will allow me to see a table of all the IP and MAC addresses connected for this one node for all of its ports. Quick and easy, and includes historical data. The device watch list lets you quickly find and keep track of specific devices in your network. If you've lost a PC, or if you know of a specific endpoint that's sending bad traffic on your network, you can add it to the watch list and be notified when it connects to the network. Let's go ahead and add the HeadGeek's laptop. In this case, we're going to add a specific host name. You could also add MAC address or IP address if you knew of a specific endpoint that you're interested in. So now I've added the HeadGeek's laptop as a host name to watch for. If I go back to the device tracker summary page, now that the HeadGeek's laptop has been added to the device watch list, we can see when it appears on the network. Currently, it's never been seen, but as soon as it plugs in and we do a scan, we'll report where it's been connected and what port and in what VLAN. You can have this alert sent to you via email. So as soon as Josh connects to the network, you can find him and shut him down. Sorry, Josh. The other great thing about user device tracker is the network capacity analysis. We collect information on the port utilization for all the switches in your network. In this top 10 resource, you see the top 10 nodes by % ports used. This way, you can quickly identify which switches are out of capacity and which switches have excess capacity. That way, if you want to add users to a particular location, you know that you need to add capacity first. If I scroll down, I can also see total ports currently used. This gives you a good overview of all of the ports in your network and where you're at. It looks like we're using about 1/4 of our total ports in the network. This is simply a current snapshot of everything in your network. The Ethernet ports used over time resource gives you a better time-oriented view. You can change this to look at the last 7 days or last 30 days to get a good idea of how many ports are really in use on your network. If you're looking at some of these resources in the middle of the night, obviously you're going to have different results than during the day when everything's connected. That's why the Ethernet ports used over time resource is really critical. Now both of these resources are available on a per node basis. If I scroll back up and select that switch again, I can look at the total ports used for this one switch, as well as the total ports used over time for this one switch. Both of these resources give me great insight into the network capacity analysis. Most importantly, User Device Tracker just saves you time. Go to SolarWinds.com today and find out more.